Jesse. Jesse.
Jesse.
All right, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. One more time, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. That's what I like to hear. Let's get started with Let's Go to Shabbos.
Let's go to Shabbos and we'll roll out the Torah and we'll feed our souls for a while. Let's sing V'shamru and we'll raise our voices and we'll open up our hearts. Bless the children of Israel, and we've come to praise Adonai. Protect the children of Israel as we welcome in the Shabbos bride. To you, hallelujah. Sunday's lazy, Monday's crazy, Tuesday's lazy, Wednesday's hump day, Thursday's sitting in traffic, Friday's tragic. I need a little magic, 'cause I'm about to lose my mind. Let's go to Shabbos and we'll roll out the Torah and we'll feed our souls for a while. Let's sing V'shamru and we'll raise our voices and we'll open up our hearts. Bless the children of Israel, we've come to praise Adonai. Protect the children of Israel as we welcome in the Shabbos bride. Let's go to Shabbos and we'll roll out the Torah and we'll feed our souls for a while.
Oh, we start out with a bang. Shabbat Shalom. You know, there's a quote from Einstein. He says, if, no, I lost it, of course. I didn't write it down. Life is like riding a bicycle. In order to stay balanced, you got to keep moving. And I rarely disagree with Einstein, but Shabbat is one of those days where we actually put the bicycle down. Where we get off the bicycle, we stop spinning our wheels and pedals, and stop moving, and we be. We celebrate time. We celebrate not having to accomplish anything anymore and change the world, but accept where we're at. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for spending Shabbat with us, whether you're virtual or in person. Appreciate that we're continuing to wear, everybody's complying with the masks and this rainy, weird weather that is happening in Los Angeles. So thank you for being here. We're going to continue with Shalom Aleichem. And this is where we greet each other. We greet each other with shalom, with blessings of dignity and peace. So turn to somebody you maybe haven't met or haven't seen in a while, or maybe need a welcome like Sergio. It's good to see you here. And we'll greet each other with peace.
Shalom Malachem Malachi Hasharet Malachi Elyon Melech Melech Malchi Chamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Mohem Shalom Malachi Hashalom Malachi Elyon Melech Melech Malchi Chamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lai 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 Ai La Lai La 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 Lai La Lai La 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 Lai La Lai 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 La 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 Lai La Lai La 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 Lai La Lai La 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 Lai La Lai 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 Mahuni Beshalom Malachi Hashalom Malachi Elyon Chamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Tzeihem L'Shalom Malachi HaShalom Malachi Elyon Mimelech Malchi Chamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lai 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 Ai La Lai La 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 Lai La Lai La 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 Lai La Lai 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 La 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 ai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 lai.
So we move to Shir Lamalot. And this is a song of ascension, a song of elevation, right? Shabbat is a state of being that is an elevated consciousness. And so how do we work on not putting bunny ears on our neighbors, but rather elevating our consciousness and elevating how we live in the world? And part of that is looking up to the heavens and asking for support from up above. So Shir Malot, let us elevate our expression.
Shir Lamalot Esainai ele harim me'ain yavo ezri Ezri meim Hashem Osei shamayim va'aretz Hayitin lamot raglecha Al yanum shomrecha Hine lo yanom velo ishan Shomei Yisrael Hashem Yishmorcha Hashem Tzilcha Al Yad Yiminecha Yoman Hashemesh Lo Yakeka Ve'areach Balayla Hashem Yishmorcha Mekol Ra Yishmor et nafshecha Hashem Yishmor tzedcha uvoecha Me'ata ve'ad olam Me'ata ve'ad olam
Tzedakah. We say in the Talmud, in the Jewish tradition, if you save a life, you save an entire world. So when we think about the lives that we save here at Beit Tshuva, when we save one life, we save an eternity. And our community runs on the generosity of others. So your tzedakah, your generous giving, your reaching into your pockets and deepening your giving affords us to do this incredible programming night after night, day after day, so that we can save worlds. So we invite everybody to dig in, to do what is right and give tzedakah, whether you're on Zoom and on the website or Venmo or here as we pass around tzedakah boxes. So thank you for doing that continuously. And after tzedakah, we move to tshuva. And I want to invite Tim G to introduce tshuva on his last Shabbat with us. Here.
Hi, everyone. Let me open my phone. Hi. It was raining when I got to Beit Teshuvah too. Actually, it rained the first morning I was here. So my name is Tim. I'm a grateful member of this community. I'm a great recovering alcoholic, and I am eternally grateful for the opportunity that I've had here. Rambam said each and every person is to view himself and the entire world as half meritorious and half wanting. By performing one mitzvah, he tips the scales for himself and for the entire world on the side of merit, bringing deliverance and salvation for himself and all others. And we just talked about tzedakah, and I want to express my gratitude for being a scholarship person here. You know, it's the month of Elul, and we practice tzedakah extra, teshuvah extra, and reflection extra. And because of those gifts that I've been given, my wife has a husband back. My children have a father that they've never had. My mother has a son who talks to her more than every 3 months on a drunk dial. I myself have a life back that I don't think I've ever had. And I had it written down, and Rabbi beat me to it, but you know, it says to save a life, you save the world, and you've saved my life, you've saved the world. And it wouldn't be possible without giving thanks to Rabbi Joseph and Chaplain Adam and Rebecca and Nate and Thea and Jack and Jamie and Micah and Addie, Armando and Jade and Lisa and Russell and Bear and Jen and so many others, Carrie, and so many others. And as I leave tomorrow to head back to Chicago to be there for my children and my wife, I want to say thank you, and I hope that I've given back to this community at least as much as I've taken, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. So we do tshuva out loud in our community, tshuva and gratitude. And if there's anybody with a burning desire to share, we invite you to line up on my left over here to keep it brief, but keep it from the heart. And anybody, again, on Zoom who wants to share, please go ahead and raise your hand as a participant. And I know Nanette may want to be coming up here soon, too. So I'm going to...
Hi, I'm Thea. I'm a grateful member of this community. So first I want to say happy birthday to all the birthdays. It's also Phil's belly button birthday. I want to say happy birthday to you. I believe it's Noam's birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday, Noam. And I wanted to give a special shout out to all the people that I work with, all the guitar lessons that I give, all the people who are willing to step out of their comfort zone and sing and play and allow their creativity to flow through them. I just wanted to say, I get up here every week, and every week I get anxiety. and I walk through it, and every week it's worth it, you know? So I just want to say I'm here in it with you guys, and I'm grateful for all of you. You're helping me stay in recovery.
So I'm Nanette, and I'm a grateful member of this community. Rabbi put me on the spot tonight, and I'm here because I wanted to express my gratitude to everyone who has supported me. The time that I've been here almost 6 years, and actually almost 7, and it's been quite a journey. You know, I came home from prison in 2016, became a staff member. I've been a part of, I either woke up residents, gave you meds to residents, counseled people, did assessments, did intakes, brought everybody in, almost everybody in this room. I probably have either done an assessment or an intake. And the last couple of weeks have been kind of hard for me because I knew, you know, I was walking through the halls like it was going to be like the close of a chapter of my life. So I am moving on, and I'm really grateful for everything that I've gotten here. Harriet for having faith in me, and you know, Rabbi Mark for guiding me in my spiritual journey. That was quite difficult sometimes. And of course, you know, Bear and Zach, who are not here, but they really believed in me and supported me in a lot of ways. Nancy Grant too. She really gave me a lot of support and encouraged me to finish a bachelor's degree. I graduated last December, and you know, I can't believe, you know, like what a full life I have today, and I'm still going to be around. I won't be far from here, and I will be dropping in for Shabbat, and I'm really going to miss it, and I'm going to miss everyone here, and I'm going to miss doing the work that I do here. So, thanks, everybody.
I'm Charles. I'm a grateful member of this community. I just want to express my huge gratitude for everyone who's been there for me in this last couple weeks of like not feeling good and going through it. So, thank you very much.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Richie Mendez. I'm also recovering. I have a little over 60 days today, so I'm very grateful for that. Thank you. This is one of my first times being in something like this, so I just want to say thank you for you guys for welcoming and with warm arms and very welcoming. I'm having fun so far. And I just want to say, kind of like they're saying something about like this is new for me, and being sober is new. And just with that, I'm very, it's made me very open to like just trying new things, and because you never know what's on the other side. And I feel good. I'm happy. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm an alcoholic. I just wanted to express gratitude for, where is he? I can't find him, but Greg, thank you for being a uniquely eclectic soul of a higher caliber, and a happy 1 year. So.
Hello, shalom everyone. Oh my God, I forgot to say my name. I'm Max. I'm a grateful resident here, and I just wanted to give a gratitude for my grandparents, Muma and Zadie over there. They're visiting from Texas right now, and they've watched every single Shabbat service on Zoom since I got here 4 months ago, and I'm really happy to have them here in person and with my parents. My grandparents have been just a source of support for my whole life, and I feel like even though I'm still figuring out who I am, my grandparents somehow have been able to see me for whoever that person is, just like since I was born, since they met me. So I'm really grateful that while I'm finding myself, I have my grandparents' support. So I love you guys.
Hi, I'm Jack, grateful member of this community. It feels so good to be back. I have 11 days today. I just have so much. First of all, I definitely have to make amends to so many people here for the stuff I put people through in the last couple months. You don't see it when you're in it. I say that afterwards, but always, and it's true. You just don't see it. And then I have so much gratitude to the love that was poured out to me that I didn't see. Like there was so much, people were trying to be there for me, and I just couldn't see it at the time. And I want to give a special gratitude to Jessica Fischel, because she just yeah, woohoo. She's amazing. And she gave me, about 11 days ago, she was sick with strep, I think, and she gave me 40 minutes to make a ticket home, because I knew I needed to go home to New York to get sober. And she gave that to me, and I owe her my life right now, that I was able to do that. And somebody connected with me, and that's like what this place is about. It's like connection. And someone connected with me and gave me the time when they didn't have to, when I treated them like shit, and they did it for me for no other reason to help someone. And so much gratitude to you. Thank you for that. And I'm just so happy to be here. And I was just thinking, this is home for me. I always say that. And home is not always a place you want to go to, but it's the right thing to do. And I'm here. So thank you so much. Shabbat Shalom.
Hi, I'm Jesse. I'm a grateful member of this community. I want to give a big gratitude to Mr. Chris over there. Yeah, I know. The wisest man I've ever met in my entire life. Truly, always somehow simultaneously leading me in the right and the wrong direction. Just, I remember the long talks we'd have on the patio, just really screaming at each other about the philosophical ideals. And I barely remember what we were talking about, but I remember the passion. I love you so much, buddy, and I'm so proud of you. And I also want to express gratitude for just Shabbat and Beit Shuvah in general. This is an amazing place. I'm so grateful for the band and for all of you who show up week to week. I'm so grateful for the people in the back who are quiet all the time. And just every single one of you and everyone that it takes to put this on. The people in the back, the people in the front, Max in the back, every single one of you. I love you all. Thank you.
Wait. I just said, what did you just say right now? I said, I love you, Jesse. We love you too. And what did he say? I'll keep it quiet. We got 2 on Zoom, and I want to go to Cody C., who's in Florida right now. All right, we can't hear you. You're still unmuted. We're trying to get you up on the screen over here. Can you unmute Cody? He can't unmute. There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. We love you, Cody. We're sending love and prayers of healing and hope to your entire family there in Florida. We miss you, and we'll see you soon. All right, and last, Shabbat Shalom. And Michelle. Hold on, you got to unmute Michelle.
Here I am talking all excited, couldn't even hear me. Shabbat Shalom. I just wanted to come on here because I don't think there's a place in the world like BTS Shabbat. And not only are you saving countless lives, but you're giving people the house of return, if I'm saying that correctly, and for those who need it to come back. I want to give gratitude to Harriet for starting this amazing, miraculous place, and I'm just so grateful. And know that I keep everyone in my prayers, and please keep your faith. Don't. God's got you. If you don't believe in God, the universe has got you. Everybody, people care and love you, so don't think that they don't. And before ending, of course, I have to say I love you to my son Adam, Mark Anthony. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Thank you. God bless.
All right. I love the love. So thank you, Michelle. And thank you, everybody, for sharing your words of gratitude and connecting our community from all over the country, really. We're going to continue with Mizmor Shir. And it's good to have Russell back over here, Russell and Lisa back here for Mizmor Shir. I'm not going to, everybody just follow Russell's lead on this one. Yeah, and we know what that means, Lisa. Beit Shuva Band, Ted on drums, Tyler on bass, David G and Thea G on guitar, Laura Bagish on keys, and Cantor Nate. Come on, give it up for them. Almost as good as the Bills winning, huh, Nate? Almost as good? Or what's better? What's better, the praise or Bills winning?
Oh, man. The Bills winning is pretty up there in the book. I'm sorry. It's a spiritual experience of another kind.
Amen, amen. Go football, right? All right, so go Cowboys.
My yelling, you can tell, but
Yeah, you're decked out in the colors, I see. So this is the time where we get to welcome 3 new residents into our community. So I want to invite Damien B., Mickey V., and Jason L. to come up and stand on my left over here. And our 4 birthdays, 3 of which are here in person. So Greg S., Kevin K., and Chris C. come on up as well. And John C. for 18 years, who's on Zoom. Come up and stand on my right, please. Yeah, Chris. You're over here, brother. Come on, man. All right, come on over here. You stay here. Come on, come on. Okay. Hold on. You come on. Yeah, you're on that side. Okay, come on up on the stage, guys. Okay, so our community is going to welcome you. Our birthdays, you guys are going to start us off. It's going to be up there or here if your eyes aren't as good. Okay? We'll read it responsively.
May the door of this house be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for fellowship.
May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture.
May the door of this house be narrow enough to shut out pettiness, pride, envy, and envy.
May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet.
May it be too high to address,
to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness.
Richer and more meaningful life. Amen. We got to rehearse that with you guys, all right? It's that every enmity. Enmity, right? All right. Enmity. That's right there, man. All right, so who are you?
Mickey, alcoholic.
Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nelech bior be'ashem Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome. All right, come on this side. All right, tell me your name.
Damien.
Damien, what do you say to Damien? B'shem Adonai. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nelech, Deor, Deshem, Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome. All right, come on in. Let's make room for these guys. All right, what's your name?
Jason.
Jason. What do we say? Jason, put your mask over. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nelek by or Basham Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome. All right, come on in over here. All right, now I get to share a little story with you. There were some spiritual seekers, and they went out and determined to climb a mountain to meet the sage, the wise man. And when they finally reached the top of the mountain, they approached this master and they say to him, "Please, teach us how to be wise." And after the master finishes his meditation, he replies and he says, "Make good choices." And the students say, "Well, how do we make good choices? We don't know how." "Well, you need experience." "Well, how do you gain experience?" the students ask. And the master giggles and says, bad choices. If you walk through the doors of this house, it means you've made some bad choices in life. But the good news is, they lead to experience if you allow it. They lead to wisdom and correction and tshuva and connection and living a better life that hopefully leads to better choices and ultimately leads to wisdom. So you're not free of not making any bad choices anymore. You're going to make bad choices. We all are. But we hope that those bad choices don't lead you back to where you might have been before. And the road ahead is hard. It's difficult. There are many mountains to climb, many stumbling blocks before you. And when you feel like you want to give up and you want to go back to Egypt, to our slave mentality, we ask you to do one thing, and that is? Hold on. Welcome to Beit Shuvah. Here are some notebooks to reflect on some of the choices you have made. Pass that to Damien as well. And for our birthdays as well, we've got these little sphirot necklaces. This one has, Chris, you're all in it. It says chesed, loving kindness on it. So, Greg, as well. All right, so happy birthday. Welcome to Beit Shuvah. I want you everybody to rise and welcome our new residents into our community. Shower them with loving kindness and blessings. Come on and go. Sure, go. Go from the front. Go that way. Go, follow. All right, we're going to continue now welcoming the Shabbat bride with L'chado D.
Dodi li kratala pene Shabbat nekabela shamod zachoy bedi borchat kishmianu el hameochad Adonai echad o shemo echad l'shemo tiferet vehelitila lechadodi li kratala pene Shabbat nekabela Bikrat Shabbat lecho v'nelcha ki hi mekor Ha'berach ha'merosh mikedem Mesucha sof ma'aseh B'machshava tila lechadodi li rakala pene Shabbat nekabela Hitori kiva orech kumi uri shida beri kevod Adonai alaik nigla lechadodi li rakala pene Shabbat nekabela. Everyone, please rise and face the doorway. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha uvetzola tzor emunei Am segula boi chala le adodi li rakala pene Shabbat nekabela le adodi li rakala pene Shabbat nekabela.
Yeah. All right, Shabbat is here. And one way we mark that is by lighting Shabbat candles. So I want to invite our birthdays up again. I know you're going to keep coming back up and down. So Greg, Kevin, and Chris, and John, who's on Zoom, invite you all up to light our Shabbat candles to officially welcome in the seventh day.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת.
Shabbat Shalom. So our community is a community that is dedicated to healing, and there's a lot of healing that needs to go around. One, I want to send a specific prayer to my teacher, the dean of the rabbinical school, Rabbi Brad Artson, who had surgery today for prostate cancer. He's expected to have a good healing, complete recovery, but also to Max T's wife, Meredith Truen, for some health, struggling with some health issues, and to Cody and his family on his father, Clayton Leon Cochran. He's on life support right now. And I hope it's okay that I'm sharing this, Cody, but we love you so much that his father's not going to make it, and his organs are going to be harvested and save somebody else's life. And so we're sending prayers of healing and hope and restoration to your family and to the life that your father will save. So we hold Misha Berach to everybody else. If there's anybody you're holding in your heart who needs healing, go ahead on Zoom. Please put their names in the chat. And also here, just shout out their names so that we can hold them in this prayer.
Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov.
May all who are in need of healing be healed with refuah shlema, a complete healing of mind, body, and spirit. And let us say, Amen. We invite everybody to rise for the Baruch Hu.
Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Yah, lie, 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 lie. Yah, lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Yah, lie, 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 lie. Yai lai 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 Baruch hu et Adonai Hamevorach Baruch Adonai Mevorach, mevorach, leolam vaed. Mevorach, mevorach, leolam vaed. Baruch Adonai hamevorach. Leolam vaed.
You can be seated. It is my honor and pleasure that I get to introduce one of our new rabbinic interns, Aria, to introduce the Shema.
Thank you. Thank you, Rabbi. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Shabbat Shalom. My name is Aria Kalajuri. I'm a fourth-year rabbinical student at Hebrew Union College, and I am also here as a spiritual intern here at Beit Teshuvah. I have been here for about 2 weeks, and you're going to see a lot more of me around on campus, so stay tuned for that. But as for the Shema is one of those beautiful phrases that can't be replicated, can't be replaced. It represents the love that we have for God and that God has for us, even in times of struggle, even in times of triumph. Through all times, we're reminded through both the Shema and the Ve'ahavta that not only is God here, but God hears. Shabbat Shalom.
Okay, so we're going to say the Shema, and feel free to cover your eyes to really feel that presence of God.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad
Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha uvchol nafshecha uvchol meodecha vehayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'beitecha uvlechtecha v'derech ushokpecha uvkumecha ukshartam leod ayadecha vehayu letotafot bein einecha uktavtam amizuzot beitecha uvisharecha.
Shabbat Shalom. Tonight, I want to speak about dragons. And I want to make sure it just doesn't turn into a sermon about HBO's Game of Thrones or anything, but it might. This is what happens when you get a rabbi who is a filmmaker. But I want to talk about dragons. And in Game of Thrones, if it's obvious, it's clear, one of the things that dragons represent, why they're so precious and valuable, is that in a society that doesn't have airplanes, dragons are a really strategic military advantage, right? They can attack by air when everybody else is left on the ground, right? That's one thing that dragons represent. In recovery, what I've learned, that there's a phrase called chasing the dragon, okay? Now, maybe some people know this. I learned this week, that it was first used by Chinese addicts in Hong Kong about smoking heroin, that the smoke curled up, the black smoke curled up, almost looking like a dragon, which is what we were chasing to inhale and grasp, okay? Two versions of what dragons might mean. And then there's a third one. This is a story told by the great mythologist Joseph Campbell. And he says, European dragons, European ones, represent greed. Now think about it. What are European dragons always protecting and hiding and hoarding? Gold and a princess, right? What the heck does a dragon need gold or a princess for? Dragons represent greed, this sense of wanting more, more, more when it's not even necessary, when it's not even yours, but you use your power to hoard it. Now, you might be asking, okay, thanks, Rabbi, dragons, great, but what does that have to do with Torah, right, Nanette? Where were you? Oh, she left already. We were talking about, she's like, okay, how does that represent the Torah? Okay, this week, the very first line, Ki tetzei l'milchama. When you go out to war against your enemies, the rabbis say these words, right? When you singular, the Torah is very specific that when you are in battle, and yes, the Torah specifically is talking about an actual war. But what the rabbis take it to mean is, what are the internal battles that you face? What are the demons and dragons that you must wage war against? It's not this external fight against our enemies abroad or domestic, but rather, what is the internal wars and struggles that we go through? How do we fight, as the rabbis say, our yetzer hara, our evil inclination for selfishness, for greed, for putting our needs, our wants above the dignity of other people? And you see it in all heroes' journeys. What does the person go out to do? I'm going to go out, I'm going to fight this dragon so I can get the princess, so I can get the gold. And I want to switch that narrative. It's not about slaying the dragon so that we can get the prize behind it. It's more like what Shrek does, or the donkey does. It's about turning this dragon within us, our adversary, to become our greatest strength. The rabbis in the Talmud say the negative traits that we have, the averot, the sins that we have done intentionally. When we do tshuva, we turn those traits into merits. We turn those bad choices into strength and hope. We don't slay the dragon, but we make the dragon ours. And we conquer not just for the sake of money, greed, and power, but for the sake of our own growth and healing the world. Little over 11 years ago, I was working at the Dan Patrick Show. And I had a great job. It was wonderful. I learned so much over there, but I knew that there was something else that my life was meant to be. I wasn't supposed to be working in the entertainment industry anymore. And the day I said, okay, today I'm going to let my boss know that I'm going to be quitting, I'm going to go to Israel, I knew I was going to be tested. I had a feeling that something is going to test my choice. I made it internally, but I hadn't affirmed it. And so as I come to work that day, and I'm talking with one of my bosses, and she turns to me and says, Joseph, the Super Bowl is coming. We want you to be the editor of the Super Bowl in Indianapolis this February. So I had it was gold, it was the prize, it was success, it was what I was looking for, it was all that I thought I wanted, versus the choice to look at something greater, to see my life on a different kind of hero's journey. And because I knew it was coming, I was able to affirm and take that step towards the promised land. Our Yetzer Hara, our evil inclination, lurks. It sits there waiting for us when we're weak, when we're not sure, and it pokes its ugly face out. And so the rabbis say, who is strong? The one who is able to overcome and subdue his evil inclination. That the person who is able to do that is stronger than a conqueror who goes out and wages war and seizes a city. If we're able to not just to not slay the dragon, to not conquer, but to turn it into our greatest ally, that is what true strength is. I hope each of us can face those dragons within us and really, really befriend it and really love those dragons. Shabbat Shalom. So we're gonna continue with a little Shabbat prayer from Fiddler on the Roof, and Sarah's gonna join us.
Thank you for all the beautiful drashot. I'm sorry, I should know plural, but thank you for the drash. It's been fabulous. Drashot, thank you, Rabbi. Wait. Didn't she use this?
May the Lord protect and defend you. May God always shield you from shame. May you come to be in Israel a shining name. May you be like Ruth and like Esther. May you be deserving of praise. Strengthen us, O Lord, and keep us from the stranger's way. May God bless you and grant you long life.
Lord, fulfill our Sabbath prayer for you.
May God bless you and keep you from strife.
God in his wisdom always care for you.
May the Lord protect and defend
The
you.
Lord protect and defend
He
you.
always shield you from shame.
God always shield you from shame.
Favor us, O Lord,
Favor us, O
in
Lord,
happiness
with
and
happiness.
peace.
So hear our Sabbath prayer.
Amen.
Oh. All right, we love it. You know, I thought that was from Freedom Song, not from Fiddler in the Roof. What, right? So we get to celebrate 4 birthdays today. Greg S. for 1 year, Kevin K. for 6, Chris C. for 6, and John C. 18 years on Zoom. So I want to invite Greg to start us off with sharing some words of wisdom. Come on up, bud.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm a grateful member. I'm way too nervous to just wing this, so I wrote something instead. I was talking to my therapist the other day, and he brought me a piece of cake for my 1 year. But this is weeks ago because he got the date wrong. So it's the thought that counts, but that did lead us into another conversation about my year and whether or not I was going to take a cake here. I told him I really didn't want to. A, I absolutely hate getting up here and talking in front of everybody. B, I absolutely hate getting up here and talking in front of everybody. And C, what could I possibly ever say that would properly articulate or convey what it truly means for me to have a year, my first year? There just aren't any words. It's been the bane of my entire existence and experience on this earth. I started attending AA and treatment centers at around 17 through different juvenile diversion programs, drug court, etc., followed by the endless procession of rehabs one after another. Fancy ones with acupuncture and massages, state-run facilities with metal beds and dressers and little else. It's taken me the very long, better part of 20 years to get here and have my first true year sober. The only reality I've ever known throughout the entirety of my adult life has revolved around this whole concept and the never-ending attempts to get and keep my shit together once and for all. So my therapist responded, well, it sounds like you know exactly what to say, just say that. So that. Quick shout outs to Bradley, my counselor who came here for me tonight. Throughout most of my stay here, my treatment team have all been younger than me. I'm sadly no longer one of the young ones. I've graduated to the status of the elders. And I seldom meet anyone who has as much maturity and wisdom as he does. I've thoroughly enjoyed every conversation we've ever had, and you've been an immense help, guide, and example to me. My spiritual Michael Walden, who completed his internship and is no longer here, but just in spirit, I'd like to say he truly changed the direction of my life in a way I could never have imagined. You just don't know what you don't know. And also because of the limited drama I've involved myself in throughout my stay here, I never had too much interaction with any of the higher-ups, a good thing, of course. But the one conversation Russell and I did have once again changed the entire direction of my life here and the way I was able to transition into a life and job of my dreams. And I'd just like to personally thank you for hearing and seeing me and being a man of your word, an example of someone who shows what teshuva and integrity mean when you actually live it. My friends who've been here with me throughout my stay, last week Adam said he wasn't going to name names, then proceeded to go chair by chair, row by row, calling everyone out so as not to leave anybody out. My people also know who they are. So thank you for making this day so much more enjoyable, making me laugh till I cried, and showing me what it felt like to be appreciated and have real friends again. Lastly, God saw fit to put 2 angels in my life. My mother, who I had put through unspeakable amounts of trauma throughout my addiction, he had never turned her back on me. And my girlfriend who's here tonight. Yes, she's actually real. I didn't make her up. She really is that pretty and has been the only person in my life to ever show me the true meaning of love and that it's okay to think of someone other than yourself, being there through thick and thin no matter what happens. And one last thing, no one have a heart attack by me saying this. It's strictly for me, out loud to hear. It's not a judgment or a shot at anyone. But I came in here far from some pink cloud, first time in recovery experience. I did it with no subs, no meds of any kind, no opiate maintenance assisted therapy. I did it with no passes, no privileges, no financial safety net from family. I did it with therapists relapsing, nodding out in my sessions. I did it with no excuses, no reasons why I couldn't, no justifications. And there's no one in this room who can't do the same if you truly want a life as bad as I did. Love you guys, thank you. And to the donors I've never met who changed my life and made it possible for me to stay this long and actually change my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg, for that. Chris, 6 years.
Hi, my name is Chris, and I'm a grateful member of this community. I'm also an alcoholic, and I like to take a handfuls of other people's medications. You know, the second thing, me being an alcoholic, is by far and large the single most important thing in my life today. I love this community, and I take like so much pride in being a member of this community. But without me being an alcoholic, I wouldn't be a member of anything. Maybe like CDC or something like that. California Department of Corrections. My mom is here. Like, I love you so much, Mom. Like, thank you for coming down. Like, thanks for being on time. She told me growing up, when you're important, you can never be late. She's by far the most important person I've ever met in my life. Someone said to me, there's a special place in hell for all the stuff you put that woman through. So what? Like, get at the end of the line. I did a lot more bad shit than that. Mom, you were like the person who, I was telling a good friend of mine that there was probably a 5-year period where I didn't tell her the truth one time about anything. Like, yeah, I'm at McDonald's when I was at Burger King, and she's probably like lost, countless hours of sleep, and I love her. She showed me. I know what it's like to be loved, and that's like very important for me. Like, through all the stuff that I've been through in my life, like being loved and feeling that love is, I'm not smart enough to articulate what it means to me. So many people in this room that has done, like provided a place for me to be a member of. It's amazing. The friends that I've made, my roommates, my trudging buddies, talks with Bradley, the old guard and the new. I know you guys you guys all here, like all the residents here now probably hear about, when Rabbi and Harriet were here. I mean, it probably feels like sometimes like you're like left out of something. And I don't know if that's true. Like, the people here now, I think this place is special. The people that are here at any given point are what's special. And it will continue to be. It will continue to be. When I come in the room, like, I feel it. The donors, like, just the million conversations that I've had with so many people here. The people who show up for me. And with that said, like, I love all of those things. I'm extremely grateful for those things. None of those things could keep me sober. Beit Teshuvah couldn't keep me sober. Counseling couldn't keep me sober. My best friend couldn't keep me. Shabbos couldn't keep me sober. I needed God. And if you have a problem with God, got bad news. This is a God thing. This is a God thing. The good news is you get to choose what that is. And this is a place that lets you choose what that is. I've had so many conversations with people here, like from when I was a resident to who died, like, I can't do this. Like, this is something that I can't do. Like, you guys did it, but I can't do it. And if you're feeling like that in here today, you're right. You can't do it, but the good news is you don't have to. This is a place that does it with you. Like, we don't have to do it by ourselves anymore. Thank God.
Thank you, Chris. Kevin K., 6 more years.
I'm Kevin. I'm an alcoholic. Hey, Kevin. It's really good to be back here. It's been a few years. That's my daughter, so I apologize for her. And my beautiful wife. I wouldn't be a father today if it weren't for BTS Shabbat. When I got here, I had some time sober, not because I was doing things the right way, because I had just been kicked out of another treatment center. It's like my 12th or 13th, I don't remember. And I really appreciated what you said. For me, I had a huge problem with God when I got here. Huge. In fact, I thought that the people who believed in God were just dumb, and there was no way I could listen to what you said. And for me, BTS Shabbat gave me enough runway to figure out that I was the idiot. I have not done recovery, sobriety the right way at all. I've made a lot of mistakes, and BTS Shabbat really gave me enough rope to hang myself and kind of fit my need to shake the snow globe. Will was talking to me. Where's Will? I used to hide my Bluetooth speaker in the tech office and then like play inappropriate songs, and I forgot about that. Like we did it during a service, and Rabbi Mark got so upset with me. I mean, it's crazy. It's just the things I got away with here, but I stayed sober, and this place gave me a life, man. If you're in recovery, if that's why you're here, if you're looking for it, you can't do it without other people. That's been my experience, at least. I'm fortunate enough today, I got to do book work with a couple sponsees. I met with my sponsor. Yesterday I met with a couple other sponsees. I'm happy to take people through the book. Like, that's what keeps me sober today. It's wild, man. My life has changed, and I'm still working on some parts of me that need to change a little bit. But I've got a beautiful family and a good future ahead of me. And I'm just grateful to be back in this room. It's been a couple years. So if anyone is looking for like a sponsor or needs someone to take them to meetings, please come get my number. Happy to do that. Even if you just need a pack of cigarettes. I don't know if you guys can do that now. Let me know. Thank you.
All right, so we have John as well for 18 years. John, we can't find you on the Zoom. If you're over there, can you, if you're hiding behind somebody else's name, can you raise your hand? You guys see him? Okay. Maybe John is celebrating somewhere else for 18 years, but John C. for 18 years, and he also, there was a little, he did a little Shabbat sponsorship. So he said, "Good Shabbos to all the residents of Beit Shuva. Rabbi Mark helped save my life 18 years ago. I'm forever grateful to this community. Love, John from New Jersey." So thank you for that, John. And we want to sing happy birthday to our birthdays. So if there's anybody here who wants to bring the cake over to our birthdays, please go ahead and join our crew as we sing happy birthday. Come on, stand over here. Come over.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Greg, Kevin, Chris, and John. Happy birthday to you. Keep coming back sober.
Mazal tov, many more. Do you want to? All right, happy birthday, many, many more. We're going to continue with Oseh Shalom.
Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom. Shalom, shalom aleinu ve'ako Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'ako Yisrael. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'ako Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'ako Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'ako Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'ako Yisrael.
We'll continue with Aleinus. We invite everybody to rise, please.
Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לעתיד גאולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יחיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
You can have a seat. There is a blessing in Judaism that when you see a head of state or a king or a queen, you say a blessing. Shanatan michvodo levasar badam. That God, King of the universe, who has given God's glory to flesh and blood. And it's a unique moment in time to see the passing of a queen and immediately, peacefully, the transition to a king. It didn't always go back to that if you guys ever watched Game of Thrones, right? Or read the book of Samuel, which was the original Game of Thrones. But the idea that there are royals, that there are certain people who have a state of dignity and royal being, right? The Great Britain right now, they're going through 10 days of mourning. And I think that's fitting, right? Our practice is 7 days of Shiva after a loved one dies. And there is a state of dignity that each of us can embody, right? A royal isn't that they are better than anybody else, but rather it is being better than our former self, one grain of sand each and every day. So we hold in our heart Queen Elizabeth as we say Kaddish, Queen Elizabeth II, and our own dignity as well, and the dignity of the loved ones that we lost. Last week as well, Michael Sachs's grandmother, Diane Friedman, died and was buried, and so we hold them as well, in addition to all the other people who have passed this year. Barbara Lauterstein, Anthony Macchiarulo, Ronnie Stabler, Jerry Sand-Sacklad, Mark Fiazzi, Rabbi Mark Blumenthal, Martin Rips, Nick Huff, Irma Lee Simon Pearl, David Heller, Nico Jacob Esforms, Zenaida Zushrun, Aharon Ben Yehuda, Dr. Saul Block, Mandy Benayim, Adam Aarons, William Lurie, Norman Scharf, Fred Rothschild, Mark Kessler, Henry Hank Schrimmer, Joyce Powell, Enosi Blumenkrantz, Stephen Grossman, Leon Perrick, Robert Gorsey, Gary Mintz, Marilyn Buckley, Estelle Carlton, Patricia Blumenkrantz, Jessica Bayer, Matt Pollinger, Orion Brown, Linus Stern, Richard Lewinter, John Baker, Lucy Franco, Bernard J. Alpern, Faina Tsrilina, Carlos Catano Rios, Hunter Venturelli, Judy Burke, Dr. Vinay Sudaram, Zev Ben Shmuel Yaakov, Eleanor Gassaway, and Mark Fleischman. And also commemorating the Yortzites this week of Ben Lomberg, Murray Samatin, Cecilia Bieberman, Esther Litwak-Babs, Burton J. Schwartz, Sadie Kellner, Solomon Olinka, Florence Levine, Ted Orden, Edward Levi, Francis Frieder, Harold Solars, Harry Troop, Evelyn Bruslin, Gertrude Silk, Simon Frankel, Bertrand Werner, Norman Applebaum, Zelly Kappen, Ray Belsky, Abe Breslow, Alan Malamud, Bruce Mullen, and Margaret Schlafer. For those on Zoom, I invite you to either share the names in the chat or unmute and share their names out loud now. And for those here in the sanctuary, and for those in our sanctuary, our tradition is to rise, and again, nobody stands alone. So if you see somebody, please go ahead and comfort them, put an arm around as I come around. Matthew Carey. And the words of Kadisha Tom Mornis Kaddish are on the screen. Yit gadal v'it gadash shemei rabbah. Be'alma diverach chiruteh ve'amlich malchuteh. B'chayechon u'vyomechon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'vizman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam olmei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitbra'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei dekudsha richud. Le'ela min kol birchata shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Huya aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the memories of those who have departed be remembered for a blessing, and let us say, Amen. You can have a seat. I have run out of my voice, so I'm going to try to make announcements brief. Okay. Next week, there will be no services here at Beit Shuvah. Where are we going to be? That's right. The Saban Theaters at 8 p.m. with a wonderful partnership with Temple of the Arts in Beverly Hills. There's not going to be services here. There will be a live stream that we will send out in the Shmata, so please look for that. We're very excited about the partnership that Nate and Sarah put together with Cantor Lamb and Rabbi Barron over there, so real kudos to them. It's going to be an amazing night. Yes. All right. So that's one thing. And then the high holidays are fastly approaching. Nourish the soul is our theme of this year for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, and hopefully we'll begin to kick off a year of nourishing our bodies as well, and the programming that comes after high holidays. But we invite everybody to please go to our website, hh@beitshuvah.org for more information, or contact Sarah Jacobs. We ask that people here who come to services to be members. That way it shows your support for not only our congregation, but for our everybody who lives in recovery. And so there are payment plans for individuals and for families, and of course we never want to turn anyone away who is incapable of paying. So if there is an amount that you can do it, we are happy to accept that as your membership, so we invite you to do that, and we never want to turn anybody away who is here to worship, here to learn, and here to be in recovery. With that, so it's starting Sunday, September 25th for Erev Rosh Hashanah. Yom Kippur and Kol Nidre is October 4th, and full day Wednesday, October 5th. If you are remembering somebody on Yizkor, please, please, please send us pictures if you want us to include them in our slideshow. There are announcements on the Shmata, and there are links, hopefully, that are going in the chat. No, Jesse's nodding. No, it's not happening. It's happening. Tell me, lie to me. Just lie to me. It's happening. So please do that. Another initiative that we have here is the BRIC campaign that our amazing Director of Development, Avia Rosen, is spearheading. She's writing 7,000 personal letters to our community to invite everybody to put a name on a brick, to literally build Beit Shuvah brick by brick. And so if you're interested in doing that, go to beitshuvah.org/bricks, and you can have your own custom message engraved to support our residents and recovery. Thank you again for our Shabbat sponsors, Amy Kappen, Shabbat Shalom, she says, eat, pray, love. And again, John Cooper for 18 years, and Kim and Arthur Birnbaum for sponsoring Shabbat. If there's anybody who wants to follow up that with some sponsorship or membership, we will gladly love to incorporate that into service. So any takers right now? All right, Ruben. Attaboy.
All right.
That's
Mr. Shapiro.
yeah, cancer. Love it. All right, love it when alumni come back. Thank you, Mama Chris. Thank you. All right. And then last but not least, there are a couple of memorials that we are hosting on Sunday. Mark Fleischman's memorial, which will be here at 11 o'clock, stepfather of Adam Rubin and husband to Mimi Fleischman. And also at 2 p.m., Judy Burke, beloved sisterhood member for a long time. We will be remembering her at 2 p.m. So it's both in person and Zoom for both of those, and the information was out in our flyer. So please, if you're coming to that, we invite you to remember those individuals. We're gonna, I hope I got it all. Is that all?
You were great.
You guys want me to do more? Just don't lie to me. All right, we're gonna finish with OZ. OZ Vazim Radia.
All right, so we need your help. Everyone please rise, and you can join arms, whatever you like. This is a community sing-along, how we're gonna finish this off. So this half of the room, you're gonna follow me, and that half, do what Thea does.
To our birthdays, a special shout out for Tim as he goes ahead for the next voyage on his recovery back to Chicago. And for everybody here, give yourself credit for taking time out of your busy weeks to worship and heal. We'll close with Kiddush and Motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen.
Redemption.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Good Shabbat,
Shabbat shalom, everybody.